Hi, we're trading up, and today's conversation starter is ISO 2022. Today we're going to talk about what it is and why does it matter. But before I get started, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I always encourage you to do your own research about a topic. So let's get started. What is ISO 2022 compliance, and why is this important? I'm just going to talk about that a little bit. ISO 2022 is a global messaging standard for financial institutions. It's designed to streamline and standardize data exchange for payments, securities, credit cards, cryptos, and other financial services. It's being adopted by central banks and financial institutions around the world to replace older systems like SWIFT. ISO 2022 is a global standard for financial communication. In the world of cryptocurrency, a handful of digital assets are considered ISO 2022 compliant or potentially aligned with this new standard. This means that they could potentially be integrated into the future financial system. How? As bridge assets, payment tokens, or tools for settlement and messaging. By 2025 to 2030, most major banks and payment systems will fully switch to ISO 2022. One way to think of it is like upgrading from old flip phones to smartphones. Everything becomes smarter, faster, and able to carry more information. So, why do ISO 2022 compliant coins matter? Well, because these cryptocurrencies can integrate more easily into the future banking and payment infrastructure. They're built to potentially work with banks, central banks, payment networks, and cross border settlement systems. So let's take a look at what are some ISO 2022 compliant aligned coins. All right. And so the just to take a look at a few, we have XRP or Ripple. Well, we have XRP, XLM, XDC, IOTA, and Algorand. And I'm going to talk a little bit about each of these coins. XRP is focused on cross border payments, liquidity, and messaging via RippleNet. Ripple is a member of ISO 2022 standards body. Then we have XLM. XLM focuses on remittances and payments or cross border payments. And XLM, also known as Stellar, is also ISO 2022 compliant, and it's focused on financial inclusion. We also have XDC, the XDC network. XDC is focused on trade finance, tokenization of real world assets, and enterprise blockchain solutions. XDC is also 2022 compliant. Now we have IOTA. IOTA, or the Internet of Things, is focused on payments and data transfer. It has use cases aligned with ISO 2022 structure. And last but not least, we have Algorand or Algo. Algo supports central bank digital currencies and tokenization. It's potentially aligned with ISO 2022. And there may be more coins, but these are just a few. So, what is the importance of ISO 2022 standardization? Crypto that aligns with ISO 2022 standards matter because they could become a part of the backbone of global finance, which enables faster international payments, the tokenization of assets, interoperability, institutional adoption, and future proof design. That's a lot to think about, but there are a lot of uses. So, in simple terms, ISO 2022 coins are important because they align with the new global banking system. They're built for real world finance. They're not meme coins or they're not speculative coins. These coins are focused on institutional use, banking integration, global payments, high scalability, and interoperability. So that was a lot, but we want to be prepared and not surprised. And again, I encourage you always to do your own research. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but I do like to share topics of interest that we can benefit from the more we learn about them. So until next time, take care.